Luigi. Yo, what up guys, it's IntraVenus here from P.O.L Game Review and P.O.L Music. Today we're going to be taking a look at a mini Nintendo Wii U. I sure hope it could do everything I want it to. I really hope that it works with my Wii Fit Plus. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. This is not looking good, guys. Let's go ahead and do the unboxing first. Alright guys, so here it is, the Family Pocket Digital Pad Slim Station GP40. Already it's looking a little shady, but you know, I'm used to these boxes. The Ambernick came in a very minimal packaging. There's not much description, white and black. This one has some color to it. Honestly, the packaging doesn't look that bad. We'll notice down here that it says NES Super Games. Alright, let's open this bad boy up. You're going to get the console right off the bat in this little plastic sleeve. Down here we have the power switch, we have a headphone jack, we've got your menu button, or your home button you might call it. This starts your games. This, I haven't figured out what this button does. You would think it was to select, but also there's a plus and minus here, which to me are start and select. We got X, circle, square, and triangle. A terrible D-pad that pushes in when you push in the center. As you can see, there's no balance there. Not a good D-pad. And then these two nubs that resemble somewhat the nub on the PSP, except for not as good. On top we have your TV out, which does AV, your USB in, micro USB to charge, and right here we have your mini HDMI to regular HDMI out. We're just going to leave that out. I don't have a mini HDMI cord, but I don't think it's going to look very good. Back here we have what looks like a battery panel, but actually you'll notice that it says open here, and you have to pop open the whole thing. Let's see if I can do it. Pop that off and you have a rechargeable battery, and then underneath it you have a spot where your card goes that has popped out. It has popped out. I wonder if that was even connected before. So we're going to push that in. There might be more games now. And you could do 3 AAA batteries if you want. Kind of funny, kind of weird. Pop that baby back on, and you could put your lanyard there if you want, carry this guy around. It looks like the memory card was not plugged in the entire time. So it came with a memory card that was not plugged in. Now it's giving me a new menu that I had not seen before. Before we check out some games, let's see what else is in the box. So you pop this open. You have an extra remote control, the 16-bit simulator full speed to frames control. You'll notice on here it has A, B, X, Y, while on here we have the PlayStation X, circle, square, triangle. It's very interesting. You have a weird mushy gamepad, but this D-pad is actually better than that one. So let it be known. You have to connect it with a USB micro cord that comes here, and then sort of chains up to that, daisy chains. So you can't, this isn't wireless. It has your home button, your menu button, start select. It also has shoulder buttons. There are no shoulder buttons on this. No shoulder buttons. So I don't know what those shoulder buttons are for. We're going to have to look into that in a second. You have this terrible TV out. It's not even stereo. So when you only have the white cord and a yellow, that means it's mono. Terrible. And yet we have another micro USB cord, I guess, for charging. So we can use one for the controller and one for charging. There is a lanyard in here, which is pretty funny, but we'll see. And then we have some awful instructions here. If you look this up on the Amazon website, for example, you will find out that this is listed in some peculiar ways. First off, what we have here is, according to the box, the Family Pocket Digital Pad Slim Station GP-40. On the website, on Amazon, where I ordered it, it was called the EASEGMER. The EASEGMER. I think it's supposed to mean Easy Gamer. But okay, so I believe this is supposed to show 1 through 4 lights around the home button to alert you of how much battery life is left. Now, at the bottom of my screen, it shows a full green battery, but then at the bottom around the menu, it'll show 2 green lights on the top, which means it would be half charged. I tend to believe that this is not going to change if you charge it. I don't think those lights are going to change at all. I have a feeling it's one light behind that. I paid $42 for this after tax and shipping. $42. You'll find that the case is just about the same size as a new 2DS console from Nintendo. It's a little bit taller and a little bit shorter, but it's about just the same width. And also, for example, with the RG351P, you have a very similar size box. It's a little shorter. You get a lot more with the RG351P than you do with the Family Pocket. Let me tell you. One thing that it didn't advertise on Amazon.com is that it has an HDMI output as well. There's micro to regular or mini to regular HDMI right here. I don't see why you'd want to play this on an HD television ever, but it is better than the AV cords. It's... You know what? Let's get into some gameplay. Alright, so this says AR game with the picture of an arcade, so I assume that's arcades. This says Super Famicom. We got Mega Drive, Famicom, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, Sega Master System. I assume that's Game Gear, but it shows a picture of Sega Dreamcast. But then this says SG Game. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's go ahead and check out the Super Famicom. Wow! Actually, you know what? These games are Nintendo games, and I was not aware that these would be on here. Quite surprised, actually. Let's take a look at Darius Force. And we run the game by pressing this button. I'm quite intrigued, actually. Quite intrigued indeed. Let's see if it plays good. Oh, you know what, guys? Let's go ahead and peel this off. I just noticed that there's a screen protector on here. Maybe that'll make the screen look a little better. I kind of doubt it. The viewing angles, actually, side to side, no good. Up and down, not bad. Is this the start button? That's the volume! That is the volume control. That makes a lot more sense, everybody. Let's turn that down a little bit. This is a little distracting, that glowing green light, but you know what? It's not that bad. This is actually playing much better than I expected, honestly. How do we go back? We hit X to go back. Let's check out Game Boy Color. I wonder if this is actually Game Boy Advance. Let's check out that just to see, because it shows a picture of Game Boy Advance. No, it's Game Boy. Mixed with Game Boy Color, perhaps. I wonder if there's Pokemon on here. It's Duke Nukem. Pokemon Pinball. That might be Pokemon Pinball, yeah, but let's check out this one. So this is the Game Gear. Okay. Maybe we should check out some Game Gear. How about Gunstar Heroes? Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Well, it's in Japanese. Turn that volume up a little bit. How loud does it go? It goes pretty loud, actually. So that's start and select then. So we have start and select at the bottom, and then the volume is the plus and minus. Try using the nub. It's hard to play this through here because I'm looking through the viewfinder. Just kind of running and gunning. You know, it looks like it works though. I know what I said at the beginning of this video, but I am pleasantly surprised, actually. You know what, for $40, I'm shocked. I am shocked, actually. I am shocked. Let's see what this is then. This is NES? Sega Galaga. I think, oh, Wonder Boy. This is probably Master System. So, if you compare this to the RG351P or other devices similar to it, Anbernic devices, it's not going to really hold up because it doesn't do PlayStation, it doesn't do PSP and 64, but it certainly does the old classics. Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo. Let's see how it handles arcade and what we've got listed for the arcade stuff. Well, this is Final Fight. F Fight. I wonder if select will coin up in this. It does. This is working brilliantly, in fact. For $40, there must be like 2,000 games on here or something. This is actually... This isn't bad, guys. If you don't want to hack your handheld, you want to play some old classics, the older classics. Well, look what we have here. We've got a mini Wii U. I'm blown away, guys. I really am. I am so surprised. When I first got this console and turned it on, it didn't have the memory card plugged in under the battery. If I hadn't have popped that battery open live on camera, or sometime in the future, I would not have known that it had all of these games. And with that card back there, I imagine you could add your own games too. And so let's see, we have 31 games in the arcade. We've got 195 Super Famicom games. We've got 346 Mega Drive. We have 346 Mega Drive games. 792 Famicom. That's pretty much every Famicom game there is. We got 120 Game Boy Color games. We've got 100 Game Boy games. We've got 168 Sega Master System games, I guess. And then we've got another 195 Game Gear games. And then this at the end, I want to say this is also Master System, another 53. This might be the Sega SG 1000 or whatever it was called before the Master System. You know what, guys? I'm going to say that this is a win. Alright, here's some examples. In the pictures on the Amazon posts, you'll also see that there are different visuals. Some show what looks like smaller hands holding a big device like this. Other ones show what looks like big hands holding a much smaller device like this. So here is the RG351P in front of it and next to it. This has so much more going for it. Now, there is to say this was $100 to $130 depending on where you get it, and this was $42. The joysticks are terrible. They are sort of like the joy nub on the PSP console, but thicker and less responsive and clunkier feeling. The D-pad is pretty mushy, and there's no center. You can literally push down the entire D-pad as one button. The buttons on the action buttons are alright. It's got a plus and minus, a start and select button. A lot of these buttons you don't usually use. Notice there are no shoulder buttons on top of the actual console, yet on the game controller there are shoulder buttons. It's almost like the bottom half of a 3DS XL. Here's a 2DS XL next to it, the new 2DS. It's very similar size. It comes in 3 different colors. This is like a sky blue. Then there's a black and a white. I got the white because I like white and black. On the screen here it says it's the GP40S with 221 games in one. It's true, there's 221 really bad games. Really, really bad games. Well, surprise, surprise. To me, and I bet to you too. The Family Pocket Digital Pad Slim Station GP40 is actually a decent handheld console. It feels a little cheap. It is a little cheap. It only costs $40. And you know what? I am so happy I took off that back panel and found out there was a memory card in there, a 16 gig micro SD that had all these games on it. It really is worth $40. It's not the best screen. It's not the best buttons, but there's a lot of bang for your buck here. Plus, you can connect it to a TV, and you can play these games on there. We've got Game Boy Color, Game Boy, Sega Master System. We've got Super Famicom, with Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, if you all aren't aware. Game Boy, there's arcades. There's a lot of good stuff on here, and it's sad, kind of, for me to say that this was worth $40. It really was. And that just blows me away. Well, I guess it's so long to my Wii U, huh? I've got the Family Pocket! Alright everybody, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed what I did here. I thank you so much for sticking around this long. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, as I'm dropping new videos every Thursday and Sunday. So stay tuned for more, and give Luigi some props, guys. He actually suggested a decent product. Peace!
P.O.L. Game review.